I learned at a later stage some rules to explain how to take a successful free kick, which was important. I had to stay still and firm to balance the whole body. And then, where I should hit the ball with my feet, because I mostly used the inner part of my foot. I started studying these 2 points to see if it was more important than my talent. I always chose how to shoot before shooting, because, well, there's the keeper, then there's the wall. He still, more or less, had to look at the ball, and to look at the ball he has to move at least a little. And if I kicked the ball hard the way I could, it was difficult for him to reach there and get the ball. If he didn't look at the ball, he had to stay in the center. But by hitting the ball hard to the left or the right, he just couldn't get it. After a while, when everybody had started to know my free kicks, some of the keepers started moving a little early, and I began to look at the keeper more, to shoot in his position where he was. And when he moved too early, the ball would go directly there. So then they started to stay rooted on the spot, not to move early because they knew I'd shoot in both directions. The problem was that I began to have difficulties with the wall that moved a little close. In one game at home against Juventus, it was near the end of the match. We stayed there 4 or 5 minutes to take one free kick. I also changed around a bit. Sometimes I hit it harder or with the outside of the foot, because, well, in life you always have to change and find new ways to surprise goalkeepers. The keepers started leaving a gap in the middle of the wall so that they could see me kick. Now, I shot hard on purpose, and I asked my teammates to go near the keeper, because a keeper, if he sees a guy near him, he can drop the ball, and a lot of teammates scored from parries. This was one of the free kicks, and as usual, the wall was too close, and I could see there was no space to get the ball over the wall. I shot hard, and Grobbelaar got the ball, but then it rebounded, and then a Flamengo player came there and touched it, and he got it again, and then Agilio slotted it in. Lots of times we would position some men to cover the keeper. Now those that remain in the middle and don't see the ball, they can only pray that the ball doesn't go in the net. Otherwise the ball will go in. When you've got a talent for something, you have to use this thing right to the end.